All right, man. So, little context. So this was December 20th, 2019 at 10:46 p.m. 10:46 p.m. All right, so December 2019, for those of you who weren't following my channel back then, which is probably none of you, that was like my prime public interview time. Okay, from November 2019 through about the end of January 2020. I was doing public interviews damn near every week. Okay, that was public interview Jordan. Now, at that time, my confidence wasn't as high as it is now. I wasn't as self-assured because I didn't really know myself, but I was a lot more bold back then. I was a lot more bold in just, especially when it came to women. I would just say shit and do shit that I maybe wouldn't do right now. Not because I'm not as confident, but because I feel like it's like, why? Like, why would you even do some shit like that? I guess at the time I needed that boldness in order to make those types of videos, man, to do those public interviews. So, so I think I got this mic. I had gotten this lavalier mic right here, okay? $600 mic. I'm talking about I was saving up for months at H&M to get this mic. The reason why I wanted this mic was so that I could do like not public interviews, but picking up girls, like pickup lines, the type of stuff that that Steezy Kane was doing at the time, okay? Because he was one of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. So I get that mic, and I think the first video that I tried to do was picking up girls without talking. Just like I'd have my contacts open, I'd walk up to them, and I'd just hand them my phone. I did like one of those, I got rejected. I don't know why I abandoned that idea though. Looking back on it, I think that was actually a pretty good idea. I straight up finessed that idea from somebody though. I forgot who it was. But that was the initial video idea. Somehow, in that night, that idea became going up to groups of girls and asking for their numbers. I think my friend suggested that. I don't know how that turned into that. Okay, but that's what happened. I think you guys might see where I'm going with this already, bro. At the time, like I said, I was bold, but I wasn't really as confident. So I wasn't really comfortable with approaching women, especially to get their number. And neither was my friend. Now my friend, he agreed to do the video with me. He agreed to get some, like to actually go up and do some approaches. Okay, so like we would both be in the video. So we were both scared. I'm not gonna lie, we were both scared to approach women. For whatever reason, I don't know. But like I said, I was bold. Okay, I wasn't confident, but I was bold. So we made an agreement that if I go up to a woman and ask her for her number, he has to do the same. He said, bet. Okay, so the thing about me is when I make a deal like that, I'm doing that shit. The next girl I see, I walk up to her. I didn't even tell her my name. I said, hey, excuse me, can I get your number? She said, no. Immediately, I turn back and look at my friend. I start smiling. I start smiling, man, because he knows what time it is. Now he has to fulfill his end of the bargain. So the next girl, we were walking down the street. If you just go on Google Maps and you look at Deep Ellum, find the 7-Eleven that's in Deep Ellum, the other side of the street from that. Like there's a 7-Eleven and then there's like a bar behind it. And then there is like another street where I used to do all my public interviews at. I don't know what the street name was called. I forgot. I think it might have been Main Street actually. That's besides the point. So we're walking down that street. This girl walks by, and I look at my friend. I'm like, "Yo, ask her for a number." He's like, "What girl?" He's like, Who are you talking about?" This man was just fucking. He was playing dumb. He's playing dumb because he was scared. And then the girl walks by. He doesn't ask for a number. I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" It's my friend Doug. Shout out to Doug. Like, Doug, what the fuck, bro? Like, you gotta ask for a number. And I'm just clowning him. I'm just getting on his head, bro. I'm on his ass because he didn't fulfill his end of the bargain. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go up to a group of girls and ask them for their numbers to make up for it." So we turned the corner, and then I think we made another corner. So we're on the other side, the same side as the 7-Eleven now. There's these girls that are waiting in line. I don't know if it was a club or not. I don't remember what it was, but they were waiting in line outside of a building. He goes up to them, and this man came out and said, "Ladies, I need all of your phone numbers." Something like that, bro. He came out enthusiastic as fuck, bro. A whole lot of energy. They started laughing at him. Bro. They didn't even say no. They just started laughing. So I'm like, damn, that shit, like, that man is bold. Like, for real, that man is bold for doing that. And I felt bad, because they were laughing at him. Because I didn't get laughed at. The girl that rejected me, she just said no. I was cool. Like, but they were laughing at him. Like, that's just kind of embarrassing. So I'm like, okay, let me soften the impact by doing the same thing. So I go up to the girls. I think I went to the girl in the back. There were 4 of them. I want to say they ranged in age from 18 to like 22. There was definitely a pretty big age disparity between the oldest and the youngest. But I went up to the girl in the back and I said, "What about me?" Literally, that's all I said, bro. "What about me?" I'm thinking that they're going to do the same thing. I'm thinking that they're going to laugh at me like they laughed at him. That's why I was doing it. It's because I wanted to make him feel better. Because I'm like, damn, I know that shit must have hurt. Especially since he didn't have the confidence to do it initially. The girl looks at me. She like sizes me up. She hits me, she sizes me up. She looks me up and down. And then she hits me with one of these. Shoulder shrug. So I'm like, fuck it. So I handed her my phone. Right? She puts her number in my phone. I'm thinking she's about to give me my phone back, bro. She takes my phone and passes it to the girl behind her. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing that for? The girl behind her puts her number in my phone. She takes my phone and gives it to the girl behind her. She puts her number in my phone as well. Then she does the same for the girl behind her. I got 4 girls' numbers, bro. 4 girls' numbers. Was it 4? 4 girls' numbers with just 3 words, bro. What about me? Just 3 words. I got 4 phone numbers at one time. To this day, that is still the coldest shit I've ever done. And I don't think I'm ever going to be able to top that. Because that's one of those things that I don't think you can do that by trying. That's the type of shit that you just have to fall into the right place at the right time. They just must have been fucking with me that much. That's like, I can't think of it. Like, it never made sense to me. That's why I made a group chat. I still have the group chat to this day, bro. We never really talked. I just said, yo. And then they just all responded. Like I said, I think even if I tried right now, I couldn't do that shit. Matter of fact, no. I did that again too, the same night. I went up to 2 girls, but they were drunk though, so I didn't count it. I went up to 2 girls, and I was filming this one too, but it was too dark. That's why I scrapped that footage. The other one, I didn't get that one on camera. That shit pissed me off so much. The only thing that I have to prove that happened is my friend as a witness. Literally that, and then the group chat that I still have on my phone. But I did it again. It was either the same night or the next week. I went up to a group of white girls. That shit did not work at all, bro. That shit did not work on them. They weren't going for that shit at all. I'm talking about they're like, the fuck? Who the fuck is this dude? And then I went up to these 2 Hispanic girls. And like I said, they were drunk, but let me see. I know I have those text messages too. I kept that shit, man. Verifiable proof. No, that was the same night. Okay. So I went up to those 2 girls and I just asked them like, yo, can I get both of your numbers? They're like, what? Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Like, can I get both of your numbers? I was just real persistent about it because I'm just trying to do it for the video. So I'm gonna read you the text message that this girl sent me after. I sold really hard too. Shit pisses me off, man. They weren't like super bad or anything, but I don't know. Just the fact that I could have said that I did that shit twice. But somehow I managed to weasel my way into getting their numbers at the same time. So one of the girls puts her number in, which is the girl that texted me. The other girl, she starts putting her number in, and she's like, while she's putting her number in, she told me, "Who do you think you are to ask for 2 girls' numbers at a time?" And my dumbass said, "Well, I mean, you're putting your number in my phone, aren't you?" Bro, she deleted that shit, man. I've never seen anybody hit the backspace button that quick, bro. I was salty as fuck. But later that night, 1:16 a.m., December 21st, 2019. How do you think it was a good idea to be asking for both mine and my homegirl's numbers? I said, shoot or shoot. 2019 Jordan's a menace, bro. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, those public interviews, they really gassed my head up, man. They had me feeling like I could just say anything to anybody with no repercussions. It was bad, man. It was bad. It was bad. Like I said, though, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just doing that shit on the regular. That was a 1.5 times occurrence. It never happened after that. Haven't tried it, nor do I ever plan on doing that shit ever again, bro.